Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to explore the magical world of figures of speech, creative tools writers and speakers use to add color, emotion, and depth to their language. Instead of giving you long definitions and dozens of examples, we'll use one simple chart to walk through 18 of the most common and powerful figures of speech, all in about 8 minutes. Ready? Let's begin. Simile is one of the most popular figures of speech. A simile compares two different things using the words like or as. Example, she's as brave as a lion. Here, we're saying her bravery is strong, like a lion's, without saying she is one. Similes make writing more vivid and relatable. They help listeners picture something quickly by linking it to something familiar. Try creating your own simile right now. Think, as cold as what? A metaphor is very similar, but more powerful. Instead of saying something is like something else, we say it is that thing. Example, time is a thief. Time isn't literally stealing anything, but this metaphor shows how quickly time passes and how it can take things from us without warning. Metaphors are bold and poetic. They don't just describe, they transform. Poets, novelists, and even politicians use metaphors to persuade and move people. Personification gives human qualities to things that aren't human. Example, the trees danced in the wind. Trees don't actually dance, but this phrase gives movement and life to a scene. It's great for storytelling, helping readers feel more connected to the natural world or to inanimate objects. Next up is hyperbole, a favorite in jokes and emotional expression. It means extreme exaggeration, usually for effect or humor. I'm so tired I could sleep for a year. Or this backpack weighs a ton. Of course, we know those things aren't literally true, but hyperbole makes the feeling stronger and more dramatic. Onomatopoeia is a fun word and a fun device. These are words that imitate sounds. Buzz, boom, crash, tick-tock. They add a sensory layer to writing, helping readers hear what's happening. They're especially effective in comic books, children's books, and action scenes. Alliteration is the repetition of the same starting sound, usually consonants, in closely connected words. Example, lazy lizards lying like lumps in the sun. Or the classic, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Alliteration makes language musical and fun. That's why it's so common in poems, advertising slogans, and tongue twisters. Closely related is assonance, which focuses on repeating vowel sounds. Example, the early bird earns the worm. Hear the repeated UR sound? Assonance adds smoothness and mood to phrases, especially in poetry and song lyrics. A euphemism is a soft, polite way of saying something uncomfortable or unpleasant. Instead of he died, we say he passed away. Instead of fired, we might say let go or downsized. Euphemisms are used to show respect, avoid offense, or soften emotional blows. Irony is when the opposite of what you expect actually happens. For example, a fire station burns down. Another example is a lifeguard drowns, or a traffic cop gets a speeding ticket. Irony can be tragic, funny, or even bitter, and it adds surprise and depth to stories. A paradox is a statement that seems impossible or self-contradictory, but contains hidden truth. Example, this is the beginning of the end, or less is more. Paradoxes challenge our thinking and are often used in philosophical or poetic writing. Anaphora is repetition, but not just anywhere. It's when a word or phrase is repeated at the beginning of sentences or lines, like, I came, I saw, I conquered, or, we will not give up, we will not back down, we will not be defeated. Anaphora builds rhythm and power, often used in political speeches, religious texts, and poetry. In literature, apostrophe is when a speaker addresses someone or something that's not present. often an abstract idea or a person who can't respond. Example, "O love, why do you hurt me so?" Or, "O death, where's thy sting?" It adds emotion, intimacy, and drama to writing. A pun is a play on words, often using double meanings or similar sounding words. Examples are, "Time flies like an arrow, fruit flies like a banana. I used to be a banker, but I lost interest." Puns are clever and funny, used a lot in jokes, ads, and comic writing. Shakespeare loved them too. An oxymoron is when two opposite words are paired together, like bittersweet, defining silence, or seriously funny. Oxymorons are great for expressing mixed emotions or unusual situations. Metonymy replaces a word with something closely related to it. For example, the pen is mightier than the sword. Here, pen stands for writing, and sword stands for violence or power. Another example, the crown will decide, meaning the king or queen. Metonymy helps make abstract or complex ideas more concrete. Synecdoche is when a part of something is used to represent the whole. Example, "All hands on deck." Hands represent sailors. Or, "wheels to mean a car." This device creates quick, vivid references. Understatement is the opposite of exaggeration. It deliberately makes something sound less important than it is. It's just a scratch someone says when their arm is bleeding. Understatements are often humorous, sarcastic, or modest, especially in British humor. And finally, antithesis, the balancing of two opposite ideas in a sentence. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Give me liberty or give me death. Antithesis adds drama and contrast, and it helps highlight conflicting ideas in a powerful way. And there you have it, 18 essential figures of speech that can turn plain writing into something rich, expressive, and memorable. Start noticing them in songs, stories, speeches, and even your own conversations. The more you practice, the more naturally you'll use them. You don't have to master them all today. Just pick a few and try them out. Write a sentence, create a poem, play with words. Because when you learn how to use language well, it's not just about grammar or vocabulary. It's about power, creativity, and connection. Thanks for learning with me today, and keep playing with words. See you on our next video.